Jessie Lepson is 8 years old. She lives with her mother, Lisa, her father, Sean, her brothers, Cameron and Tristan, in a pretty house in Rockland County, New York. Like other little girls her age, Jessie likes to wear pink shirts with lots of sparkles. Jessie is a student at Arc of Rockland's Prime Time for Kids Early Learning Center in New City. At Prime Time, Jessie is one of 130 children with a range of developmental disabilities who benefit from the care of certified professionals. In a warm and loving environment, education and therapies are determined by the specific needs of each boy or girl. For some children, this means ongoing interaction with a group of children. For others, learning occurs best on a one-to-one basis.
The first time we noticed that there was a problem with Jessie was when she was around 8 months or so. As the months kept going by, we started taking her to specialists. And they all started telling us that she's delayed, she's going to come along. Nobody really knew what was wrong with Jessie. When we found out what was going on, she was about 18 months old. We were actually on the internet, and we came across a site for Rett Syndrome. And that site had 5 different categories. And if your child had 3 of them, your child would be suspected of having Rett Syndrome, and Jessie had 4 of them. So after that, we then took her to the doctor and she was diagnosed. Rett Syndrome is a neurological disorder caused by a defect in something called the MECP2 gene. She has difficulty using her hands purposefully. She cannot speak. Jessie has never said mommy, daddy, has never said any words. And she also has seizures. She basically needs round-the-clock care.
We came to Arc of Rockland's Prime Time for Kids when Jessie was 3 years old. We realized that because Rett syndrome is on the autistic spectrum, the Prime Time for Kids program, the ABA specifically program, was perfect for Jessie because she needed a one-to-one. Jessie's receiving physical therapy 5 times a week, and I believe from the repetition and the consistency of the physical therapy, getting it 5 times a week, because of that, Jessie is walking beautifully now. I was very fearful of leaving Jessie in an all-day program anywhere, and I have to say that Arc of Rockland's Prime Time for Kids has been a comfort zone for me because I have felt that Jessie's been safe and well cared for and in very good hands, and this job is truly a labor of love, and I feel that all of the therapists and teachers have been that for her.
What I've noticed most about Jessie is Jessie loves to go to school. Jessie smiles when she's loaded into the car in the morning, and when she comes home, she smiles. And whenever I stop by school to see her, she's always smiling, and she seems happy. And there's nothing more a parent could want than to be able to send their child somewhere during the day and know that they're going to be well cared for and happy.
I think that if there wasn't Prime Time for Kids and there wasn't this place that I felt safe, I would have Jessie home all day. I would be homeschooling her, and obviously my life would be affected dramatically because it would be all about taking care of Jessie all day and schooling her. Her related services, her occupational therapy, her speech, her physical therapy, it is changing her life. As a result, it is changing our lives. My dream is to be able to walk someplace with Jessie, walk in a room, walk in a store, or go to the mall and not have her in a wheelchair. I would like to just be able to hold her hand and walk. And I see that coming. I mean, I see it because she's walking beautifully.
My dream for Jessie is someday she will call me daddy and call her mom mommy, or be able to say her brother's names and her grandma and her grandpa, and that someday, you know, I'd like my daughter to be able to know she's at her sweet 16, and, you know, be able to dance someday with me at her wedding. That's my dream for her.
For Jessie and her family, Prime Time is the beginning of a lifelong partnership with Arc of Rockland. As Jessie grows up, Arc will offer her Club Arc, a summer camp featuring trips, crafts, a chance to swim, ride a boat, meet new friends. Later, ARC will teach the skills necessary for a career, and ARC will help Jessie find a job, maybe even a home of her own. But that's a long way off. Right now, with the help of generous contributions from people such as yourselves, Jessie Lepson is intent on doing what little girls do best. She is playing and learning and growing. With gratitude to all of the good-hearted people who care about people with developmental disabilities, ARC of Rockland will continue to create a lifetime of abilities for Jessie.
Every time when she's sitting down, when she's done with dinner, I hide behind a chair and then she tries to find me. And then we say, peekaboo!
The experience she gets here, Primetime for Kids, it can't be measured in dollars, and the effect it has had on the life of our family and the other families that go here is really immeasurable.
Without agencies like Primetime for Kids, without ARC of Rockland, without the help of these agencies, families like ours, we would have nowhere to turn, and these children who need so much help would never progress. We need more of this, and we need it to never go away. Good night, Moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon.
She's nice and beautiful. She's nice and beautiful.